Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. If you like today's show, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And thanks so much for the few Patreons that I do have that help support this channel. Much appreciated. And for as little as $1 a month, as a Patreon, you have access to exclusive Patreon reviews. I try to do 1 or 2 a month, and we're getting close to 40 reviews, Patreon exclusive reviews in the archives. And remember, folks, it's Just Whiskey. Today we have something special here. This is Amrut Ex-Port Pipe from Peated Scottish Barley. And this particular bottle was hand-signed for me by a Shock, who is the Master Distiller for Amrut. He signed my tube here, and there's a little tag that comes with the bottle, little Amrut tag, and he signed the back of that as well, which was very cool. A Shock is a very passionate, high energy, funny, intense gentleman that is just always a pleasure. I've met him a couple of times now, and if you ever get a chance to go to an Amrut tasting with a Shock, highly recommend it. The man's knowledge of distilling and chemistry is unparalleled from whatever I saw. So so this is Amrut. We're going to get into the specs. Amrut Ex-Port Pipe, imported by Prestige Distributing Company, and it's a 750 milliliter bottle, single cask, but it is not cask strength. Many Amruts, he waters them down to 60%. I believe for tax import reasons, I believe that's why. So this bottle is 60% ABV, cask number 3882, the malt type Scottish peated barley, cask type Ex-Port Pipe. Date of filling July 2014, date of bottling April 2023. This is one of 360 bottles, so those dates makes it almost 9 years old. 8 years old, but it's damn close to 9 years old, which is a long time for subtropical climate of India. Non-chill filtered, no coloring added, and when a Shock waters these down, he's very meticulous, and he uses a drip system. So it's just literally one drop at a time, as to not to disturb and rattle it. So it takes a long time, many hours, for even a single cask to be diluted from the cask strength down to 60%, and some are lower as well. So that's pretty cool. Let's get into the review, shall we? So price-wise, prices vary anywhere from 100 and something to close to $200 for this particular bottle, depending on your market. And this really benefits from time in the glass. If you can pour, I recommend pouring this and leaving it out for 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours even, and you will get really benefit from just relaxing and taking your time with this. It really shines. All right. So on the nose, first impressions, it's a bit rum-like, believe it or not. Cheesy, getting some cheesy notes. Candied fruits, so those candied plums really shine through. Condensed. And a bit earthy, musty on the nose. Very nice. Very well matured. On the palate, syrupy, viscous, juicy. There's a pleasant sweetness to it. Brown sugar and cinnamon. Earthy candied fruits with a prominent oak spice as well. The finish is long, sweet, dry, brown sugar, cinnamon, oak spice, plums. This is really, really nice. It's a solid, score-wise, solid 8 out of 10, which equates to excellent, something special. If you are lucky enough to find this and you like Amrut, or you think you might like Amrut, it's not a it's probably closer to a Scotch than bourbon, let's just say, but it's unique in its own category. If you're a Scotch liker or a bourbon enthusiast, and you like a little bit of peat, so this is not it's peated barley, but it's not really coming. I'm not really picking up a lot on the peat, so that complements it for sure. So it's definitely not a peat bomb by any means. The peated barley, yeah, and I didn't even mention that in my tasting notes because it's unique in that way. I'm not really picking up a lot on the peat, but yeah, let it open up, and you will be rewarded. Hope you liked the review, and if you did, give it a like, thumbs up, and consider becoming a Patreon. And remember, folks, it's just whiskey. So hats off to you all, and take care, folks.